We're going to talk about links now, and if I have a home or an about link here and I want to put this so someone can click on it, what I need to do is I need to put an anchor tag around that. So I'll put this anchor tag here and I'm going to wrap it around my about, okay? And right now you can see that that doesn't really do anything. I need to have a hyperlink reference applied to that and a location of where the file is that we're going to go. And so when I refresh that now, you can see how this about page, if I was to click on it, would look for that about.html, but it doesn't exist at this time. I only have an index.html, but I could go through and make that and link them all together. So let's go through really quickly, and I'm going to put in some links here. Now we're going to do these on single lines, but I wanted to at least have one of them visible so you could see how that might look, with the indentation and everything. So the home page really always should be index.html. I never want to see students turn in something like a home.html because you need a landing page. In case somebody forgets to put in the index.html, it will automatically pull that up. So when you go visit facebook.com, if you don't put in a file name, it will automatically look for the index file. And so you could go through and type out facebook.com/index. And I think they actually have index.php on theirs, but you could do that. So make changes to each of these and contact. And you can see how we've turned our menu on live now with all these links. Each of these links again have that attribute, the href, and then the location of where we're going to go. But sometimes we may want to visit an external link. Let's say our shopping cart was not stored on our domain name and we wanted to go somewhere else. So to do that, we're going to go to, let's say we are linking out to Google there. What that will do is that will link us outside of our domain name. So if I click on home, that will take me back to the same page. If I click on shop now, it will send me over to Google instead. So this is what we call a relative link. Its location, it's the file name, or the file is based on the relative location of where you currently are. So we are inside the example folder, and this will look inside the same folder for an index.html, or inside the same folder for an about, or media, or contact. But because we put this http:// it no longer will look inside the same folder, and it will look at a new domain name and try to get whatever file it needs. And maybe that's a /index.html. But this is again called an absolute link, and these without the HTTP are relative links. Now there's other kinds of links that we use out there. Another one, maybe here at the bottom of our page, we're going to do another link. And I'm going to use what's called this mail to extension. I'm going to say mail to email at domain.com or something like that. And in here I can say email me, right? And what that's going to do is it's going to make it where I click on this, it's going to try to launch my default mail editor and populate the to address with the email at domain.com. And if I click on that, you can see how it's going back to my Gmail really quick there and trying to load that up. So we're not going to pull up my Gmail right now and let that go. Sometimes when we're leaving, when we're on our site and we go out to a absolute link, sometimes we want those to actually leave our page rather than replace our page. So I'm going to use an attribute called target, and I'm going to use this _blank. And what that's going to do now is it's going to make it so when I click on shop, rather than changing the URL to Google, it's going to open a new tab, and you can see that tab come open, and the previous tab is still there. And so this is a really nice thing you can use to help keep people on your page, and when they're leaving your website and going to external links, it can go and load itself in a new tab rather than disrupt the current place that you have. So a couple other things to talk about when you are linking content. It's best to use descriptive words. So if I was writing a link around this hot chocolate, I would probably want to link hot chocolate or hot drink or something simple like that. You would never want to link an entire paragraph, right? Another thing you wouldn't want to do is do something where I say, click here for something and then link that whole word together. You wouldn't want to do that. You just want to use whatever 2-3 words that are a descriptive element of where you're going to be going, and just link those items, and that makes things definitely a lot more simple. Some of you might ask the question, why do I put my email here and not here? Well, to be honest with you, I don't think it matters. You can put your email at domain.com here, but often different bots that are scraping data might grab that email and stick you on a spam list. They can also look at this too, but often I just kind of leave that out totally and use a form. And we'll learn about forms later on in the semester, but for right now, it's just a different type of email or a different type of link that opens up your email and makes it a little bit easier to populate that for your users.